bring back another bow that isn't getting a lot of attention these days. The Lily Tomlin bow. This one.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I think a man should do that bow. I think it's a better man's bow.
Harry, let's get right to the film.
Okay,
tell the folks what we have here.
Well, show business is getting more corporate, as we all know.
Sure.
Corporations are getting more into show business. You would think that people who work for or deal with corporations already know all they need to know about them, but corporations have this tendency to make shows or films that tell people how great they are.
Right.
These are called industrials, and this is the making of one.
This is the making of an industrial film, and it's the name of this?
The making of You Wouldn't Believe Our World.
All right. Harry Shearer, the making of You Wouldn't Believe Our World. Watch closely.
You know, Michael, so much is changing all around us these days.
I know what you mean, Marcia. Change is all around us. But it's lucky for us there are some things that do stay the same.
You're right. Like the autumn leaves in New England.
Right.
And the Yanks in the World Series.
Right.
And good old Majesco Industries. That's the...
Wrong.
Cut. Print. Lunch.
Earlier this year, Majesco Industries, a large multinational conglomerate, changed its name to MJI Incorporated. To celebrate this change and to inform its thousands of customers, suppliers, and employees, MJI commissioned a musical film, You Wouldn't Believe Our World, starring Marcia Strassman and Michael McKean. We thought you might like to see how this film was made.
Lunch.
You know, Chip, I don't know if I should say anything, but the Yanks were not in the World Series last year.
I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think anyone will
You sure?
remember. Anyway, they're going to be looking at you. They're not going to listen to what you say, you know?
Yeah.
See, we were one of the first multinationals to totally abandon the old house organ concept and to opt instead for the video presentation philosophy. So, now we enter a situation where obviously we've grown a little bit too big for our corporate nomenclature or name, and from the idea of all the many things that we do, and the fact that we are, in fact, a true multinational, that is to say our funds never settle in any given country, we evolved and refined the concept of You Wouldn't Believe Our World.
You wouldn't believe our world, and that's why we're changing our name.
So many dichotomous interests we do.
The butcher, the baker,
The missile maker, the Polak, the Irishman, the Jew.
had trouble believing too, but we want you to believe our world.
And that's why we're changing our name from Majesco Industries to MJI. You wouldn't believe our world.
I'd never done an industrial film before. I think everybody in the business has at one time or another done industrial shows, you know, like little Broadway musicals, except you're playing to a room full of jewelers or what have you. But a film, I tell you, for the first couple of days around that set, the electricity was almost as intense as it gets in a real movie.
Okay, we're going to try it again. And scooch into position. Oh, we're here.
When a housewife in Brazil needs something quick to serve for dinner.
We cancel tuna and go to Rio.
When her husband says, I think I'd like some pike deer.
We go to Rio de Janeiro.
And tableau.
The world's third largest fish processing canning plant exists.
Where Brazilians get a hearty meal with a Latin-style twist of the wrist.
Good. Back for the bongo positions.
You know, my dad was in the music business as well.
Aside from everything else, it's a learning experience for me. You know, I'm finding out all about this incredible corporation. I mean, it starts out as Majestic Fittings and Fasteners, and before you know it, it's like this gigantic, amazing thing.
I think when people have to sit there and watch you, you feel like giving them just that little bit more, you know what I mean?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Bus, bus.
Guy!
Bus, bus, bus. Farm implements. Yeah!
We'll do that again, and once more, and we'll have this, okay? At the end, let's do something like this. Farm implements. Yeah, like a sledgehammer. Just bring it down. We want these people to know what Bosky is. I mean, it's not just nothing, okay?
You know, Marcia, MJI is a lot more than just another multinational conglomerate.
Yes, Michael. It's a corporation with a lot on its mind.
You gotta have fun. I loved Marcia, and the crew that we worked with were really, really special people. Just to shoot at American defense mechanisms, they all had to get top security clearance. But I think that family feeling that we had for those 2 weeks really shows through in the emotional honesty we were able to convey. At least I hope so.
It hurts to be the one who works in silence. His heroism must remain unsung. But you learn to bear the pain and quietly go on making.
Servo-controlled warheads used around the world.
We hide our pride. We keep it inside. It's classified. Until today, 'cause now we're able to say we're part of
Hey, let's do
It's rap time, Michael. Oh, Mr. Thurlow, how are you?
For one part, it looked to me like they said N.
No, they said
MJI. No, we
that.
ran it right before. MJI.
It was exciting for me.
Yes.
Really.
I hope we can do another one.
Well,
I don't
next time
know.
we change our name.
I think they said MJI. They said MJI. We'll be right back with Harry Shearer, folks. Sanborn with our band. Harry, do you want to mention some of the folks here in the film?
I should mention Michael McKean, Marcia Strassman, Christopher Guest was the choreographer, director, and I was Bud Thurlow, and Karen Murphy helped produce it, and I directed and wrote it.
Very
And Paul
funny.
Paul
Schaefer
Schaefer
was involved.
helped write the music and lyrics.
Nice job, Paul. And you have something else. Oh, by the way, Harry was in town a couple of weeks ago at Caroline's.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing that more around the country?
I'm going to be doing it more around the country.
It was very entertaining.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a very nice show.
Had
If you get a
great
chance,
time.
go see Harry.
There is a book out for all the Spinal Tap fans. Lore and in the entire text of our appearance on the Joe Franklin Show where he thought we were a real band.
All right, terrific. Nice to have you here. Have
Thank
a
you
good
very
holiday. We'll be back one more time, folks. Okay, we're about done here. I want to thank everybody who helped with the show tonight. Harry, thanks again to you. Nice to see you again. My thanks to Bette Midler and Catherine O'Hara, Andrea Martin, Michael Keaton, of course, Paul and the band, Bill Windle, our announcer. Originally, Harmon Killebrew was going to be on this program. He will be rescheduled to a future program. David Sanborn, thanks to you also. And thanks to everybody on our staff who worked so long and hard. Those are the folks who are drinking heavily now. Good night. Have a good weekend.